Hey, beautiful souls. It's Ashlee Escobar, the owner of Angelic Love and Light. I am a holistic healer who helps people experiencing high levels of stress and past traumas create more balance in their body, mind, and spirit. So we're here for a quick chat on energy and the energy update of what's currently going on with the transits and different planets and happening. And it's happening during our pre-shadow of our next full moon in Sagittarius. So I wanted to come in and fill you guys in, but I wanted to take it an extra notch and help you to connect an area that may need releasing and what may be surfacing to your subconscious mind and your emotional bodies, and help you to connect a part of your shadow work that you can use the full moon energy to see what's coming up, what's happening for you, what's surfacing within your journey and your process that needs to be let go of, and really connect it to a real life situation going on with you that you may not have even realized. So you may be thinking, shadow work and childhood wounds, what is this all about? Well, within the coaching membership program, we identify that everything roots back to three main areas, and one of those being your childhood traumas / childhood experience, because we all have programming from childhood that is not perfect, that we can learn from, that we can help to make ourselves more aware and expand ourselves while trying to become our best selves and while creating our balance. That is what Angelic Love and Light is all about. Helping people to know how to do that, and then also to actually help them to create their own physical, spiritual, mental balance. So lots happening. And for those of you who don't know what a full moon on the basic level is, check out the shorts videos and what a full moon is and how that impacts you in your everyday life. Because this whole week, nothing is ever one thing, but when we have a full moon coming up, there's a lot of energies or emotions that are attached to that. But people really need to know that there's always so much more happening all at the same time. And it's the combination of all those things. So don't really look at unless you're trying to narrow down which one it is and for good intentions, just kind of embrace what's coming up overall and use this to help you to release and let go those self-limiting beliefs, that ego, that programming that you no longer reside with, that you don't need. Because what does it do? That programming holds you back. It keeps you stuck. It creates blocks in your energy body, which then on a physical level comes off as misdirection, lack of knowing where to go, what to do, what's next, how to create it. It gets you out of those karmic cycles that keep repeating in your life. It gets you away from karmic connections, people meant to teach you different lessons, and experiencing that same version of that person in different bodies. So acknowledging all this stuff actually really helps you on a deeper level. You just need to know how the energy of the planets in the astrology is happening, where that's impacting you, and how it stems back to your childhood wounds, for example. So let's dive into the energy first, and then I'll connect some dots for you. So we currently are touching up on the last days of Mercury retrograde post-shadow, because this one is going until June 1st. And so the post-shadow is kind of like feeling the energy that was happening then. So we're seeing that really dissolve now. And communication, what's it mean? Communications will start to get back to baseline. Communication will get back to not being so challenging and trying to present lessons for you to grow in your own communication style and for other people. And that's a really good thing. I want to mention that anything happening in April and early May that you were questioning, you're going to start to see some kind of relief within those areas because of Mercury post-shadow ending and being done with as of June 1st. We also have Uranus that's causing some, as the rebellious planet that it is, it's that troublemaker Aquarius energy. Uranus is the ruler of Aquarius. But Uranus is causing some extra irritations and instability, but it's also the reason why many people are receiving really positive and really great downloads. So there's always duality from every zodiac sign and every astronomical transit. You just have to choose to be aware of the one side and focus on the positive, because you're creating more experiences for yourself based off your beliefs. And a lot of people like to blame the planets or blame the energy. It's really your own stuff. So blame yourself. And then we have the full moon in Sagittarius coming up on the 3rd going into the 4th. So that is huge. I'm going to talk briefly on what a full moon represents, because it's really big for all these spiritual beings having a human experience. Full moons represent our emotional body. Moon in general, forget the full moon. Full moon represents releasing, letting go, surrendering, diving deeper. The moon represents our emotional body. We are made up of more than 70% of water. So isn't the moon. We are heavily in our emotional body. So understanding our emotional body and what that entails and what's impacting our own emotional bodies is really, really key and essential, because most people are responding and reacting off of their emotional body. So that full moon is all about releasing and letting go. So a majority of your feelings, emotions, and subconscious thoughts are surfacing in specific areas, specific emotions that not only attach to your present experiences, that actually root back to that childhood. And I'm going to show you an example of what I mean by that, so you can really connect something deeper for yourself and move forward utilizing this energy. Also, we still have Pluto retrograde, which Pluto is really enhancing everybody's spiritual growth or growth overall. And if you're not choosing to grow, it's kicking your ass and dragging you with it. And then, of course, last but not least, we still have the eclipse energies in the background. They're going to stay in the background for the next 6 months. So lots of pivotal changes, lots of extreme changes, especially during Gemini season, where they're known for their extreme dualities. So this energy impacts all of us in multiple different ways. First of all, just stepping outside, we live it. We're living the physical energy. It also impacts us within our natal chart. So based on your natal chart, you are being impacted in a very deep way. It's a service that I offer to help you learn yourself better and understand how to apply this energy, going and taking it beyond the next step of just knowing it. Now you can actually apply it to you in a deeper way. So this energy is in you whether you want it or not, and it's impacting you. So why not learn how to utilize it? So that subconscious mind and emotional body is really impacted. And some people handle their experiences different than others. Some don't know what to do with those emotions. Some have hit points, like myself, in journey that they are really okay with the processing of emotions and processing of their shadow work, and they see the beauty in it, and you look for the positive in what it's teaching you and how it's helping you grow, which then dials in even deeper and connects past experiences and kind of gives you insight into your future. So it's really cool. But I have this client of mine in my membership program, and she is like the most open book, vulnerable, like she is about her action for her journey. And she allowed me to use this example without using her name to help everybody else learn through her and to connect the shadow work. So right now, you can pay attention to yourself the most and ask yourself what's coming up in your emotional body and what's going through your mind a lot. You're going to notice patterns, or at least you can start to look for patterns. And what you're going to notice is that some of these are impacted by your everyday life experiences, but a lot of them are a lot deeper, that have been deeply embedded in your energetic body. And your mind and your conscious self doesn't hold on to that stuff. It actually wants you to release it and let it go and continue to flow. But the subconscious mind and the past, the energy, the chakras, they all store it. So for example, if you were somebody who, and this is the example she told me I could use, if you were somebody who identified with or haven't identified with yet people pleasing in your childhood experience could have led to people pleasing for many different reasons, okay? And that people pleasing could cause you to feel like you don't belong or you don't fit in, which may in the physical life look like feeling like you don't belong, like you don't fit in, like you don't have any friends, like your friends are bad people, not realizing that you have it all yourself, but you're actually showing your own wounds or your own experiences. Now, I like to call them experiences because people are sometimes turned off by the word wounds, because we're not wounded, truly. We are whole, but we need to put the pieces back together, which means acknowledging and accepting and being more self-aware. And that's really hard for most people to do unless you've gotten comfortable with it, you're ready for it, or you're actively partaking in that diving deep. And so you may feel yourself thinking certain things that support this self-limiting belief or this old system and pattern that needs to be released, because you have your right people, you have your own self. The truth is inside. So you see, the childhood experience is people pleasing, and it actually gets deeper beyond that, but for time purposes, that is an example. And so what you're seeing in people's writing or people's communication or people's mental bodies that they're dealing with themselves, that is where all this stuff is surfacing. So before you speak incorrectly to somebody, or before you put off a post that is a bunch of your own wounds and emotions, contemplate sitting with your own emotions and observing what's actually coming up. And can you connect it with what you've been through or why you may be like that? Those are the questions you need to ask. And allow what to come to you to come, and then more will develop from that. Then you come up with a plan and taking action to transmute this and heal this. But you need to know it's a process. But that's my energy update for now. And I want you to welcome all the feelings and emotions. Get really curious. Sagittarius and Gemini energy is a getting curious. It's the time to get curious about yourself. It's introspection time. And it's going to help lead up to the full moon in your own release list and helping you in your healing journey, peeling back those layers, killing ego even more, to step into your higher self beyond where you are in the present moment. More to come on my next episode about the full moon specifically, Sagittarius full moon specifics on the next episode. Have a beautiful night.